Webb hard on the brakes on the inside.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and we got 2 rounds of Supercross racing to talk about in 1 week. So a lot has happened. The championship is starting to form up a little bit, and we had 7 races to go, 5 left. It's getting tight. So with the Supercross series moving to this new format where they're racing Sunday and Wednesday nights twice in 1 week instead of the typical Saturday night, I didn't think that the Dirt Works crew, which is the people that build the Supercross tracks, I didn't think they would have time to change the track from Sunday to Wednesday. But I was wrong. Here are the 2 best images I could find to compare the tracks. It's really hard to see because one's like a nadir top-down 90-degree shot from the overhead, and the other one is kind of more of like a first-person rider perspective. So it's hard to see the differences, but there they are. So coming into these first 2 of 7 rounds, Sunday and Wednesday night, the points championship is pretty tight between Ken Roczen and Eli Tomac. I think there's about 3 points, and you get about 25 points a win. So I think first place gets 25, second place gets 22. So if they swap position and Ken Roczen won and Eli Tomac got second, then they'd be literally tied for points. So looking further down the list, Cooper Webb is not too far down. He's about a full race worth of points down, so not mathematically out of it yet. They still got 7 races to go, and but I think he's going to need a little bit of help. He's going to be consistent and fast. He's going to get good starts. He's going to be there in these main events. He'll probably win 1 or 2. I think I said that last week. But he's going to need a little bit of help from Eli Tomac and Ken Roczen to really get back into this title fight. I also thought that there were going to be a couple of potential spoilers for who really kind of matters on how things play out. So Adam Cincerillo, who got hurt early in the season, super fast, led lots of laps. He's always been the fastest qualifier. I thought maybe he would kind of maybe help Eli Tomac and get between Tomac and some of the other riders to get a more points advantage for the championship, but that didn't happen. He crashed in a heat race, and it looks like he's hurt again. Not sure what's wrong, but we'll see if he returns for the next week's worth of racing on Sunday and Wednesday night. The other potential spoiler I thought might rear its ugly head is Justin Barcia. Barcia and Tomac have had some heated battles with lots of words after the races. Earlier in the season before the coronavirus hit and everything went on lockdown. So Justin Barcia can be fast and unpredictable. I didn't really see him as a threat for the championship, even though he's only a couple points behind Cooper Webb, mainly because I don't think he will consistently be fast in these last 7 races. He might have one where he's on the box, something like that, but I don't think he's going to be a threat for the championship. So the main event kicks off. This is the Sunday night main event, which actually isn't at night. It was during the day, which is totally weird to see the stadium lit up with so much sunlight because Supercross is always at night, Saturday nights. So that was really strange, I'll admit, to see all the daylight and the empty stadium, no fans. The mechanics are kind of like standing 6 feet apart. The whole thing was weird. But Eli Tomac gets a decent start. I think he's 4th. But better yet, Webb and Roczen are behind Tomac in that order, which is like the perfect scenario. A, he's in front of both of them, so he's going to extend his points lead towards the championship. B, with Webb between Tomac and Roczen, he's going to get even more point separation on Roczen, which is the most important one because Roczen's only 3 points away, whereas Webb is 25-ish points away. So perfect scenario to the start of the race, and they're near there up front. The 3 guys that are contending for the championship are together. It's about to get interesting. So the pace for the first quarter to half of the race was kind of weird because Tomac was in 4th, and they weren't really making ground on the guys up front, which was strange because those 3 dudes, Tomac, Webb, and Roczen, are faster than everybody else for the most part. So that was kind of strange. And then Tomac makes a mistake. And for a second, you're thinking, oh, here we go. Here comes the choke. But he settles in behind Webb and Roczen. Now he's in 5th or 6th, something like that. And he's kind of just settling in. You're just kind of waiting for him to pull the trigger, and then bam, he pulls the trigger, and away he goes. He passes Roczen back. He gets past Webb, and then he storms to the front, eventually takes the lead, and wins the race 3.5, almost 4 seconds over Cooper Webb. Roczen, I think, finished third. I'll put the results up here. But a very good night for Tomac. Looked a little scary there for a second, but he did what he had to do and go out and win the race, and he did it from behind his competition, so good on him. Okay, moving on to Wednesday night. Tomac does not get the good start, but the good news is, even though Webb did get a good start and he's near the front, I think in second place, Tomac and Roczen both get pretty horrible mid-pack starts, and it gets really interesting because they start fighting with each other and passing back and forth, and then they kind of settle in, and you get to watch them work their way up to the front. That was really, really exciting. But then we get to around 4th or 5th place, and Tomac repasses Roczen for the, I don't know, 2nd or 3rd time. They went back and forth a couple of times. And that last pass that Tomac made, it was kind of interesting because it almost looked like he broke Roczen, because at that point, after he made the pass, Tomac kept moving forward, and he catches up to Webb. Webb then makes the pass on Osborne, number 16, who was leading the race. And then eventually Tomac makes the pass, and now Webb and Tomac are 1-2. Osborne is in 3rd, and I think Roczen stayed back in 4th or 5th place and didn't move up any more than that. So he lost a ton of points, and Webb made up 3 points, but he's so far behind. He still has a long way to go, and I mean, even if Webb wins out, which is not going to happen, but even if he did, he would need Tomac and Roczen to finish farther back than 2nd, 3rd, and even out of the top 5 more than one time for him to have a shot at the championship. So that's going to be it for this weekly recap. We'll see you guys in the next video. Keep the rubber side down and enjoy the weekend. Get out there and ride your bikes. For those folks down under, take advantage of those last warmer days, whatever you have left, as you guys are heading into winter. I'm heading into summer. It's been so hot. I love it. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Woo! That felt good.